to my first video on YouTube. Here I'm gonna make a tutorial on how to solve this quadratic equation in many ways. First, if you say you wanna complete the square, first you need to identify that this is y in terms of x, meaning that this is one term, this is another term, and this is another term. And here are the coefficients. The coefficient of the first term is 1, the coefficient of the second term is -4, and the third term is just basically 3. Okay, so if you want to complete the square, there are many methods, but here's one. So basically you will just need to check this 2, put it in a bracket, and you need to convert it into something that is just x without any power, and divide this coefficient by 2, so it will just be -2, and then just put the square there. But you need to deduct the square of this, which is minus square of 2 is just basically 4, so -4. I'll explain the reason why later in this video. And plus 3, then it will just be x minus 2 squared -4 plus 3, so this is just basically integers, it's gonna be -1. Okay, so here it's already completed. Okay, this is what you call completing the square. This can be used to basically find the minimum point of a curve, minimum or maximum point of the curve, but this one, it will be the minimum point. I'll explain again later in the video why is it the minimum point using sketch of a quadratic curve. So here, the minimum point, you will know that minimum point will be at x coordinate is equals to 2 and y coordinate is -1. So basically it will look like, so here are the y and x axis, it will be somewhere here and somewhere here, so that's the minimum point there. So basically it will just look like a U curve. Okay, how to identify from the beginning that it's a U curve is by looking at the coefficient of the first term. It's +1, so positive, it's basically a U curve or a smiley curve. But if it's a negative, then it's gonna be an N curve or a sad face, so you will have the maximum point. So here, you got the minimum point by just using completing the square. But this, you can also use methods like differentiation if you're an additional mathematics student, Cambridge O levels. So for that, I'll just rewrite the equation back. Y is equals to x squared minus 4x plus 3. So if you use differentiation, that's basically finding the gradient of the curve. But to find the minimum point or maximum point, of course the gradient is 0 because the steepness is the steepness of the slope, it's going to be flat. So if I find dy by dx for this, so if you're an additional mathematics student, you will know this. I'll explain it in another video how to do differentiation, but this basically will just be 2x minus 4. So when the gradient is 0, maximum or minimum point, dy by dx will be equals to 0, the steepness. So 2x minus 4 will be equals to 0. Therefore 2x is equals to 4 and x is equals to 2. So there's the x coordinate. And then I'll just substitute this value into that equation to find the corresponding value of y. So y is equals to 2 squared minus 4 times 2 plus 3. So that will be basically 4 minus 8 plus 3. So 4 minus 8 is negative 4, plus 3 is again negative 1. So again, we got to the conclusion that the minimum point coordinate is 2, negative 1, which is similar to that. So that's by using differentiation. And again, let me just discuss about this equation as well, in which we can find the roots by using factorization. Roots basically means where the curve cuts the x-axis, which means y is equal to 0. So you will see that it will have two roots, okay? But we don't know whether it's here or here, so we do the factorization first. So if we factorize that, here's the method I'm using. I will just look at this number here, 3, okay, 3, and I know the factor, that's a prime number, sorry, that's a prime number, so it just have two factors, which is 1 times 3. And then I will look at this coefficient, minus 4. I will know exactly how to insert the numbers here when I factorize it. So basically it's just x and x. So if you expand it, it's going to be x squared. And then here's the factors, 1 and 3. So in order to get negative 4, logically it's just negative 1, negative 3. So here I have two factors. So to find the roots, it's just basically this one is equals to 0, or this one equals to 0. So x minus 1 equals to 0, or x minus 3 is equals to 0. So that will be x is equals to 1, or x is equals to 3. So now we know the roots is 1 and 3. And the minimum point earlier is 2 minus 1, so it's somewhere there. 2 minus 1. So there's the minimum point, and basically it will look a symmetrical curve as such. So I'll explain the other basics in another video. So thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe. Thank you.